Yo, what is up, YouTube? It's your boy Smequle, also known as Smequle, but you can call me Smequle. And in today's video, we are going to be finding out what would happen if every player over an 85 overall actually just went out and retired from the NBA. So that's exactly what we did. Everybody in the game that was over an 85 overall, I gave them a life-threatening injury or a career-ending injury, should I say. So they are unplayable for the whole season, and anybody under an 85 overall is still in, and they get to play. And we're going to find out what actually happens, who becomes the best team. It's looking like the Knicks are going to have a good team. They have the two top players in the league now. And then we got the Timberwolves, the Suns with Devin Booker. The Nets are up there. The Nets have one of the best players in the league right now as well. Same with the Celtics. Celtics only lost Isaiah Thomas. They should still do pretty good. I think the Knicks will actually end up doing pretty good, and the Timberwolves. But we're going to go into a season simulated. As you can see here, all the good teams lost their best player. The Cavaliers are pretty bad now. They have Tristan Thompson as their best player. But, yeah, Celtics looking actually one of the best teams as well. They have 3 players over an 80. Anyways, we are going to hop into a season here and simulate through. And I'll see you at the trade deadline, see how all the teams are doing, see who the best player in the league is. Anyways, comment down below who you think is going to win the championship and who you think is going to win the MVP award as well. Anyways, let's jump right into this. Alright guys, we are at the trade deadline now. I'm going to check out the standings. And in the Eastern Conference, the New York Knicks are on top. That's who I thought would be the best overall. But in the Western, the Rockets are actually on top. They got a pretty solid squad without James Harden. James Harden's really their only star player on the team, and everybody else is just a average player, you could say. So Houston up on top in the West. Who's at the bottom? We got the Pellies at the bottom. They don't have Anthony Davis or DeMarcus Cousins, so they're pretty bad without them. The Clippers, their 3 best players are over an 85, so they lost all of them. And then in the East, the Pistons are at the bottom, the Heat, and then the Celtics tied with the Hawks, actually. The Hawks, I'm controlling their team, not doing anything with them. The Hawks are actually a pretty solid squad. You got Dennis Schroeder, Tim Hardaway, Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard can potentially do a lot better as well. And then we got Paul Millsap. He's a 55 overall because I put him injured, so he's not playing or anything. And we're going to continue. Actually, let's check out the statistics as well. League leaders, Dwayne Wade has the most points per game, 22.5. These are actually really low. Carmelo Anthony's in second, 22.4. Then we got D'Angelo Russell. Derrick Rose is up there as well. What is he? He's an 81 overall now, too. And then Brook Lopez is up there as well. But look how low the points per game are for the highest overall players, or the best players in the league. Not too good. And I don't think anybody is over. I'm going to go over to all players. Okay, so Andrew Wiggins is actually an 85 overall now. Only player over an 85. If they get over an 85, we'll let them do that. But just in the beginning, we took out all the 85 overall. So we'll keep Andrew Wiggins in it. Brook Lopez going up. Devin Booker going up. Jeff Teague going up. Anyways, we're going to continue to the end of the season and see how the standings end up. Actually, I want to check out how the Cavaliers are doing. So the Cavaliers aren't in the playoffs as of right now, and the Warriors are near the bottom as well. All right, we're going to continue to the playoffs now and see who ends up winning the championship. All right, guys, so at the end of the season, Dwayne Wade ends up getting the MVP award. Ben Simmons gets Rookie of the Year. Kelly Olynyk, the 6th man. Nerlens Noel gets Defensive Player of the Year. Corey Joseph with the Most Improved. He actually did really good. 19.1 points. Usually not nearly as good. I guess he's a starting point guard now. Mike D'Antoni gets the Coach of the Year. 60 and 22 for the Rockets. All NBA first team. We got Dwayne Wade, Corey Joseph, Rudy Gay, Nicholas Batum, and Nikola Vucevic. And that's kind of weird. I was expecting Carmelo to be on here. He's on the 2nd team. Derrick Rose. Just look at all these players. They would not normally be on any of the All-NBA teams at all. Drew Holiday. Jeff Teague's up here. Zach Randolph made the 3rd team. All defensive team. Dwayne Wade's also on that as well. Kenneth Faried, Nerlens Noel. Obviously, the players aren't too good. All rookie team. Ben Simmons, Malcolm Brogdon. What is Ben Simmons at? A 79? I thought he might have been a bit better overall. Let's look at the final, or who's in the playoffs now. Well, Houston, Utah, Memphis, Minnesota, Phoenix, Dallas, Denver, and the Lakers. So, no, I guess the Jazz and the Houston and the Grizzlies. Did they make the playoffs this year? I think so. Those are the only teams in the West who actually made the playoffs. And in the East, we got the Raptors. They're still in it. The Bulls, the Hawks, the Pacers, the Celtics, and the Wizards. They're all still in it. So a lot of the same teams are still in the playoffs because, I mean, they don't have the best star players, but they do have pretty basic overall players, like the average players that really help their team out. But I'm going to go to the stats at the end. So obviously Dwayne Wade with the league leader. And then Derrick Rose actually ended up passing Carmelo in points per game. And I'm going to see if anybody else is over an 85 overall here. So let's go to all players. Still only Andrew Wiggins an 85 overall. A lot of players getting up there though. A lot of 84 overalls. But we're going to simulate the playoffs here and see who ends up winning. Houston actually might end up taking this. I think the Knicks still have the best chance of doing it though. Let's find out though. Let's simulate the current round. See how everything goes down. The Atlanta Hawks have been eliminated. So the Knicks end up winning 4-2. The Rockets 4-0. The Jazz. The Timberwolves move on. The Suns move on. And the Nuggets move on. And then in the East, the Knicks, the Bulls, the 76ers, and the Pacers move on. Let's keep on continuing this, simulating the next round. It is the Knicks moving on, as well as the 70. Who's the 76ers got now? Jahlil Okafor, 75 overall. I mean, their team's not too good. They do got Ben Simmons. He's a 79 as well. And then we got the Rockets. It's good. I think it's going to be Knicks Rockets in the finals here. Don't think the other two teams are going to beat out them. Oh my god. Okay, the Suns. The Suns beat out the Rockets. Kind of surprising. I guess they do have Devin Booker, who's one of the best players in the league as of right now. And they do have a really good backup squad, TJ Warren. They had one player over an 85. So they went from being the worst team to one of the best teams in the league. We're going to find out if they can beat the Knicks. Here though, let's simulate the final round. Simulating the finals, and the New York Knicks end up being the champions right here. So that's who I predicted from the beginning. I thought it might have been the Knicks, maybe the Celtics or the Timberwolves. Knicks end up winning it. Carmelo gets the finals MVP. He finally gets a finals MVP in his career. Probably not going to happen though in real life. 21 points per game for him. And let's look at the score here. Carmelo dropped 36 points. They had a really good team. They had Porzingis went up to an 85, Carmelo's an 84, and Derrick Rose is an 82. So definitely they have the most players over an 80 on the whole squad. And there you go, guys. If everybody over an 85 overall in NBA 2K17 just decided to retire, the Knicks would end up being the best team in the league. They finally have their super team. They thought they were a super team this year, but they were pretty bad. Anyways, guys, that's it for today's video. Leave a like if you did enjoy it, and if you got the right pick, if you picked the Knicks to win, leave a comment down below. Anyways, guys, this has been your boy Smequle, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
Oh, yeah.